Today I'm going to do a review of this JOMGAND. So Start Your Life. It's a battery jump starter and with a air compressor. Now we got of course I try not to do too much unboxing videos, but we got a nice decent little manual here that comes with it, and it's made of cardstock. It's fairly heavy stock. I did pull this out and kind of read through it yesterday and highlighted some stuff. I did pull this thing out and made sure it was charged. This thing is huge. I mean, look the size of my hand. I got big hands. And of course you're looking at a 3,750 amp worth of batteries, and then you got a built-in air compressor too. Now this is what's nice about this. You got a standalone button for the light. I guess you got to turn it on first. Hold it on for a couple seconds. Super bright, 500, I think it's 500 lumens. Push it again, you got a strobe. Then I think SOS. Got a button for the pump itself, and I think this is where you can set the bar, I guess you set your PSI right there. I'm going to bring it down to 32 here. See if it'll stay there. I don't know. Set that aside right now, and we'll get into look what we got in this box. Now getting everything back in there, that might be fun. Okay, here we got our box of inflatable accessories for beach balls, air mattresses, stuff like that. Basketballs, footballs, soccer balls. Got our jump starter cables. And we got our air hose. So, and we got a USB-A to USB-C. We have the 12-volt adapter that plugs in for charging. And then here we have a USB-C to USB-C. I think sometimes it's faster to charge from a USB-C straight to another USB-C. Okay, on here we have, on the end, you got your flashlight on one end, the other end is where you hook your air hose up. And I guess it's got a little hook here where you can put a lanyard on it or something like that. Here's where you hook your jumper cables, and then, which is nothing on that side. And then here we have the round port for using the cigarette power, 12-volt power adapter. We got our USB out, and then I think this one's in or out. Okay, some of the specs on this thing, but I'll turn the key, and you see there's nothing. So now I will hook up our jump starter, and on this jump starter, you notice one side is, which the positive side, it's got a flat spot, so it'll only go in one way. You see that the top one has a flat spot, so red wire, positive wire to the top. Press it in all the way, and we got positive here on the left, so I'm not sure if that has to be turned on or not. So we got it turned on. Now this isn't going to start. It's like I say, it's a junk mower. There's no gas in it, but you can hear it turning over good. So that just shows I turned the key and it had absolutely nothing. I was going to grab my fluke meter, but I decided I'd just grab this battery load tester. Okay, that's got the red handle, so that will go to positive, this one to negative. And as you can see, that needle is still down on 0. So I believe it said it would start a 8-liter gas or a 6-liter diesel engine. So, okay, for the air pump, you got your hose. You just screw that on. I got to move the camera over there. So for our tire, air pump, this tire here has got a slow leak in it, and we're running looks like about 24 pounds of air pressure, and we want to take it to 32. So we hook this up. I think you got to make sure this is straight out. Slide it on, lock it down. Here's 32. Okay, what I want to do, get my phone out here. Got our stopwatch on here. It said press and hold the pump button for 2 seconds. Looks like it's already up to 30 pounds. Just that fast. And when it gets up to pressure, it's supposed to shut off. Not very loud. It's showing 32. I've still got 4 bars of battery strength. That's got, like I said, it's got a big battery. It should be able to run that compressor quite a while. There she shut off. She's saying 31 right now. We'll go ahead and disconnect that, and then I'll put the gauge back on it. Yeah, it didn't take long at all. Where are we at on 1 minute 17 seconds? So probably about a minute. There we go. 32 pounds. So, they seem to do what they claim. I'll get the specs on that real quick. So that's been kind of a quick review of the JOMGAND JQP3750. Now remember that air compressor will go up to 150 pounds. Down here on the chart is showing airflow volume. Looks like 40 liters a minute. So that's pretty impressive, 40 liters a minute. Your starting current's 1,500 amps, and then the peak, I guess if you have to do the forced one, it's 3750. The only drawback I can really see of this unit, and it's not really the unit, it doesn't come with a carrying pouch, so you pretty well stuck with the box. So, but you probably don't necessarily have to put all this stuff back into that little box. Yeah, that little box there. You can probably just put the jump starter down on the bottom and pile everything else on top, and then fit it in your car somewhere. This would be an ideal thing to have in your own car, your wife's car, your daughter's car. That way, should they have a dead battery or even jumping somebody else, it's so much faster to just pull something like this out and hook it up to get a jump, or to even give somebody else a jump. And you know, I've heard stories about people hooking up jumper cables and then frying their own alternator or something like that. So with this, you don't have to worry about that, you know, to give somebody else a jump. and it's fast and quick and easy to set up. And then I do like the fact that this one does have the air compressor too. I'm all the time having to air my tires up and stuff, and lawnmower tires, wheelbarrow tires, stuff like that. So it's handy to just drag that out there than it is to drag an air compressor, you know, big air compressor or hose or something like that. So yeah, I think it's a great item to have. I would highly recommend it. And another thing is, you know, prepping. You know, we never know when the power is going to go out, or if you're out camping, which I always say prepping gear is camping gear, or camping gear is prepping gear. So if you're out camping or the power goes out or something like that, you got a USB there and a USB-C that you can charge your phone, your tablet, computer, you know, a lot of your electronics. You can run, there's lights, they got all kinds of accessories and items that run off a USB anymore. So it's got, you know, like I say, it's got a real good battery bank in there, so you can't go wrong. You got a lot of power stored up in this thing, so you can, you know, charge phones and do stuff like that for quite a while should the power goes out, or if you're out camping. They don't make any claims about being waterproof, but a person could take this out in your boat. That way, if you're using your trolling motor on your main boat motor battery, start battery, you run it down too far, you can, you know, jump your battery on your boat and get going again. But I would put that in a dry box or something and keep it dry. But yeah, I think it's a great item. That compressor wasn't very loud at all, and it aired that tire up from, what, 24 to 32 in just a minute. That was pretty fast. A lot of those ones you plug into your cigarette lighter, they take a long time to air a tire up. So I think it's a great item again, and I highly recommend it. So I'll have a link in my Amazon affiliate page, and check it out. Think about it, you know. It's a great item, and it'll help you out in a time of need.